According to my calculations, this dynamite will not blow up if, it's on me like this. Which, it also gives me a pretty cool smoke trail. So, obviously, wow, my theory was proven ineffective. Welcome back to Animal Company VR. Today I'm going to be testing 10 theories I made up myself, or someone else did. I don't know. I didn't do my research. But I'm going to be testing 10 theories and telling them all about it that I think will be happening soon. Why is my mouth doing this? In a future updates or anything other like that. Like in small updates, future updates, big updates. Yeah, stuff like that. Why is my mouth doing that? Most of the stuff is things I just want to happen, but some of the stuff is what I think will happen in the near future of Animal Company. And I'll give a rating on how likely it might happen on a scale of 1 to 10 at the end of the theory. My first theory is that I think they're going to eventually make an underwater part. Because, this water doesn't have much use right now. But if you go under it into, like, a whole new level with, like, a scary squid monster or something like that, it'd be so cool to see that happen. Because we don't have an underwater level, and I don't think there's underwater physics in this game. All you can kind of do is just, like, jump in and you die. I feel like this feature might end up coming in the summer because, that's when swimming technically is done a lot. So, I genuinely think that is coming in summer. But with my rating on it, I think that has like a 7 out of 10 chance to happen. Like a 70% chance for that to actually happen. My second theory is that we aren't going to get a big update until that water update. We just got one of the biggest updates in probably Animal Company history because this mine is absolutely massive. You know what else is massive? So this kind of ties in with the first theory with the water one, but I think we've just been getting a lot of big updates, so the Animal Company developers are going to kind of like chill for a bit. And then eventually when summer comes around, they might end up making a bigger thing. I don't know about this theory though. I would say it's only like a 4 out of 10 theory because it could easily be false, like completely. They could have a lot of big updates soon, but we'll never know. This next theory is something I kind of want to happen, and that is seeing a bunch of new enemies in the next update. I know I just said that we probably aren't going to see a bunch of enemies or new big updates in a while. But I think if the next update is end up being big, I think it will be a giant update adding more. I think it would be a giant update where they're just adding a bunch of more creatures instead of like doing stuff. Kind of like the Halloween part where they just added creatures everywhere. I think they're gonna do that if they do another big update soon. I don't think this is very likely, so I'm probably gonna where am I? What is this place? Again, I don't think this theory is very likely, so I think it's going to end up being a 3 out of 10 theory. So, not very likely, but it still has a slight chance of happening. My next theory is that they're going to end up adding more foods, because the only really food they have right now is these MREs and the turkey stuff, which isn't that much. I think they're going to make foods do special abilities. It could make you do, like, a lot more damage than usual. One of them could make you go invisible for a second. I don't know. I think the likelihood of this is pretty good, but I would say it wouldn't happen for a long time. So I'd say an 8 out of 10, but it's like a long 8 out of 10. Like, my next theory is that they're going to end up adding a battle arena. A battle arena could be added to any area of the map, or it could just be a whole separate game where you press the button and you go to a different arena or something. Having a place where you could dedicatedly fight would be such a good option because, I always get killed when I go to save someone. PvP. This happening is probably on the less likely side, so I'm going to rate it a 4 out of 10 on it's going to happen. My next theory is going to be on the costumes. I think it's going to be some sort of mythical animal, or an animal that's kind of close to a mythical animal. Horse skin or a unicorn skin, or even like a dragon skin would be fine. Bigfoot skin would also be cool too, it's just that it wouldn't be much bigger than everyone else. No, maybe they could just give him feet. I think the likelihood on this one though is like a 50-50, so like a 5 out of 10 likelihood. My next theory is how they are going to end up changing mine eventually in these next updates too. It's way too rare right now to get more than 1 gem a day, And it's also rare to get kind of big pieces of different stuff, especially gold. Making the rarities better and more common would be a lot better for everyone, because, you know, it's kind of hard to get gems right now. And I can't see anything because I didn't bring a light. I should have brought a light. Just making the likelihood of everything a lot better would... Jeez. Easier to do. Also, increasing the prices of them would also be pretty good, because, you know, there's not much worth collecting these unless you're only collecting the big gold chunks, because the others are worth, like, nothing. I think this theory is going to eventually happen, so I'll give it a 9 out of 10, because I'm almost certain it's going to happen, but I said almost. I'm not 100% certain it's going to happen. Oh my god. I think they're going to eventually do something with this bunker. Of course, I didn't bring a light, so you can't see it. But eventually in a later update, and it might end up being a while though, in a later update, they're going to end up putting something in this bunker, like a bunch of loot or something. And there's going to be something to unlock it in the cave somewhere. You're going to have to do something like Haunted Mansion, where you find a key, and you just put it in, and it unlocks it to have like a bunch of loot or something. Like there'll be a bunch of gold chunks, purple chunks, and stuff like that. I think the likelihood of that is probably going to end up happening, but it's going to be like stretched. So let's put a stretched 7 out of 10 on there. The next theory is kind of a small one, but I think they're going to end up making somewhat a second-ish area to Tech Tree. They're going to end up running out of room eventually, even though it could be years until they run out of room. Making a second-ish Making a second tech tree would be pretty good, or even just an area off far that has the other items, where you could like switch the page and there's more items over here. Once again though, I think this will happen in years or something, so I don't think it's very likely as well. Maybe a 2 out of 10, because they might end up finding a way to fit everything out look stupid, like I always do. My last theory is a pretty basic one, and that is they're going to end up adding the task board back. I know it's a pretty light last one, but I think it's a pretty obvious one, saying that, you know, we aren't getting that much gems right now, and that's... Doing the mines is kind of like an extra way to get gems, and still having the task board will make stuff a lot easier. I could see this happening sometime in a summer update, or even the fall update again, but I think it will eventually happen. So, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, because, you know, you never know. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, you might as well subscribe, because I have a lot of other videos that I've done. Why does my mouth keep doing this? But that is going to do it for today. You should like and subscribe, because I have a lot more to offer than just this. And we're coming close to 100 subscribers, which I didn't think I'd be able to do. So, yeah, if you want to be in the top 100 subscribers, I would subscribe right now. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time, if there is a next time. So, yeah, I need to test one more theory. I still haven't figured out if dynamite didn't kill you. Because, you know, if someone else was on my account and they told me it worked, you know, I really think it should work, but